They just released this 3 hours ago, and this kind of stuff shakes my confidence in Blizzard. But let's just head into it. So to begin with, you have these 5 dudes flying in. Pretty cool. You get to see Invincible, the Algarian Stormrider for, you know, paying some extra money to Blizzard, you know what I'm saying? Get some Legion mounts, you get a really iconic little Phoenix there, little Ashes of Alar, Druid coming in, right? And you have the Death Knight in some Throne of Thunder gear on Invincible. You got some dudes flying in. Pretty cool. So you see this Death Knight, he spots something and he drives the mount down. That's pretty sick. These guys fly in. And they land. They go off to their little different stuff. So you have these dudes come in and they're bouncing up and down and they're pretty short. It doesn't make me kind of connect with this, you know, deep, dark, mysterious world where these dudes coming in and they're really scary, but, you know, all right, artistic choice, right? Cringe. Cringe. These attacks feel so soft and weightless. Let's watch it again. What? Whatever, dude. So, you have this Warlock. Warlocks are known for not being very mobile, right? And he's fighting this dude. He's got his little demon. His demon doesn't really look like he does anything, but he's just chilling there, you know, a little zip zap or blip blop, whatever his name is. And he casts this, you know, spell at this dude. This dude fires a laser beam. Now, you can already kind of see what's going on, but how would you, as a warlock playing World of Warcraft, dodge an ability? Okay, you'd probably use Demonic Gateway or the portal or whatever. You'd use the instantaneous teleport, or you'd use a little clicky thing and it travels you over there, right? Because warlocks are known for being a little bit immobile. So what do you think this guy does? You guessed it. He does a backflip. He does a backflip to dodge it. You know, I'd expect that maybe out of a demon hunter, out of a monk, maybe even a warrior or something, right? But a backflip to dodge the ability? Why not use some signature warlock abilities to dodge it or something, right? But whatever. This transition's really dope. The laser beam kind of carves it up and transitions to this. Okay, so you got the paladin. The paladin, he sees some stuff going on and he's like, oh wow, look at this. He's like, oh wow, look at this cool stuff that's going on. You know, look at that, you know? And then he's like, oh no, some spiders are coming to kill me. What should I do? What should I do? Help, I'm under attack. And it cuts to this guy. So you'll notice here, the animations are a bit off, but I'm okay with the animations being a bit off, right? Because it's more about the idea rather than the execution, in my opinion, right? But if you look, he just taps this guy off to the left, he goes flying. Taps the guy off to the right, he goes flying. But that's all right. Right? The double smack is actually pretty cool. This is not bad. Right? Now, what you'll notice, I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but these guys have a little bit of a cloak here, and they have a little bit of a back here. Right? And it reminds me of the Nerubians that aren't the flying ones here. But it is what it is. And you'll notice he knocks back these dudes. And you'll notice they don't have that little purple cloak on their chest. These are different Nerubians than the ones that were standing over him before. Right? I don't know. I'm just going to assume it's not. But if you'll notice, he's like, ha! He just, ha! Ha! What is this, dude? What is that? And then he lands and it doesn't really do anything except it calls down some thunder. Is this guy now a shaman? Like, I get they're trying to show off the thing, but why not have him, when they're all grouped up here, cast like Avatar, right? and a little thunderclap, and the thunderclap animation, you know, launches everybody away and calls down some lightning and stuff like that. Instead, you have him slam the ground, hitting nobody, but it calls down lightning. Like, in my mind, how a warrior kind of handles this stuff is by hitting people. This is like what I would expect to see from like a shaman or like a druid or something like that. Instead, he hits nobody. He doesn't physically touch anybody, okay? He casts his little lightning balls on him. And I get they're trying to show off the new hero talents, but that's not what I expect a warrior to do. And his little, like, jump up in the air, hold on here. His jump up in the air thing is cringe, my boys. What is that? God. Whatever. So the Four Horsemen thing is actually pretty sick. And the Warlock one's actually pretty sick too. Summons down an Infernal, and he has that little Pit Lord casting stuff out of the portal too. That's pretty cool. You know, not bad, right? The Paladin one, especially cringe. Especially cringe. You're gonna watch him. He's gonna get down. He's gonna get down. He's gonna do a little squat, right? He's doing a little squat. And it looks like he's constipated, and he's gonna cast some holy light. So you're about to expect him to do some cool stuff, right? But he doesn't. He fires out these little laser beams, and he blinds them. Now you'd expect that to lead up to some devastating, cool, holy stuff, right? Yeah, you would. So there's his squat where he looks a little constipated and stuff like that, and some wings come out. Admittedly, pretty cool. But he fires off two laser beams. Two laser beams got out of his chest, two out the back. But actually, three laser beams come out the front. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. All right. And what does he do? He blinds them, right? But he only blinds three of them. And I thought this is supposed to be a showcase of the new cool things that Paladins are doing. Is this really, like, how you're showcasing that? And the infamous devious smirk. He wants you to know that he's up to some really cool stuff, and that, you know, this isn't regular Paladin stuff. This is some really devious work that he's up to. He just ends up pushing them away. He doesn't even end up killing them all. If you look, he just knocks them away with his axe. He doesn't actually even kill anybody here. Dude, what? Is this Disney? Like, what are we watching here? This is not bad. This is perfectly acceptable. Now, what you'll notice is that on this dwarf's face is surprise at the very minimum, and fear. She is fearful. Why would you be fearful? Well, you'd be fearful because this is a Horde Death Knight, and those are two Alliance players. So what they're trying to showcase is that the Alliance and the Horde have had conflicts in the past, and if you'll notice, he gives him another devious smirk to show that they're actually on the same side and they're not going to fight each other. The problem is that this interaction doesn't work between these characters because these guys are in the same party. They're grouping together. They're following the Death Knight. These guys are working together. They know they're not fighting each other here. How you could have sold this interaction between the Alliance and the Horde, this fear in her eyes, is by having it so that they fly in separately and then they meet up here, and then maybe the Alliance Paladin draws her axe and she's about to fight the Death Knight because they think they're enemies, but the Death Knight actually, you know, focuses on fighting the Nerubians instead to show that the Alliance are actually working together in the War Within. The Alliance and the Horde are working together. But that's not what you have. That's the story doesn't make sense here. Am I missing something? Why would the Alliance Druid be fearful of this Orc Death Knight when they're in a party together? They're working together, dude. God. And they hit him with a devious smirk, which I guess is supposed to be cool. It comes across as a little cringe. And then, what do you expect him to do here? right? Are you going to get some kind of like cool battle cry and like the warrior heroic leaps in or charges in? Nope, you're going to get more kind of like from both of them. The paladin and the and the warrior both basically don't really make any sound, and it doesn't really look that cool. Are you kidding me here? What is this? What? What is that, dude? So if you'll notice, there's a lot of if you'll notice. I edited out like 6 of them, so I spared you guys that. I hope you appreciate that because that was a lot.